Jean Greer here at Stylish Fireplaces, introducing you to another one of our natural stone veneers. This one is called Fossil Splitface. I've spoken about Splitface before on other videos, and I've talked about the Durango Splitface. This Splitface is quite different from Durango and also Bluestone. Those Splitface stones come in random size pieces, so you will have a box full of pieces and they will be many different sizes, and then you will have to put them together into your preferred pattern on your wall. With Fossil Splitface, every piece is approximately 8 by 4 inches. It's not exactly 8 by 4, but we'll call it that for just to put a picture in your mind's eye. So every piece is the same size. This makes it ideal for, first of all, DIY installation, because it couldn't be simpler to either stack it up, or you could do a brick pattern, I guess, if you preferred to do that. It's also ideal for small surface areas like the columns that we've built in this display. I have less than 18 inches of width here and 8.5 feet of height. If I use a big chunky stone format here, it's going to be very hard to get those pieces without cutting them constantly. And I'm also not going to show that type of stone to the best effect on this small surface. Fossil Splitface lends itself to those smaller surface areas, so it is ideal for that. You can see that it's sort of a silvery gray color with a little bit of caramel or rusty veining running through it. Every piece is the same size, including the corners. Where the other Splitface stones like Durango and Bluestone have L-shaped corners, here the corners look very much like the regular face pieces, but they have dressed ends. So it's the same size piece as a regular piece of Fossil Splitface, but instead of having a cut end, the end is what we call dressed. So it's roughened up like the face stone on the ends. And that allows us to then use those corner pieces and we stagger them. So here's my face, there's the end of the corner piece on the other wall. This one, the end is facing that way. Here the end is facing me, and you see these ends are dressed up, and so they don't immediately jump out at you when they're blended in with the face stone. That makes it a corner, and it's quite easy to do a corner, and it also allows those to blend in. If we were just to use the regular split face pieces and we had this cut edge, everywhere I see this dressed end, I would have a cut edge. Well, that screams corner. We don't want to see that cut end facing any direction as we go up and down this column. So the corners are quite different on the Fossil Splitface than they would be on the other Durango or Bluestone Splitface pieces. It is not an L shape that's been made for you. It gives it more flexibility for your corners, but you will have to do the work of putting those corner pieces in next to your regular pieces and then staggering them so that not all the ends face in one direction. So no matter how I look at this column, I'm always seeing the same finish on the corners. This is an indoor-outdoor rated stone, so it can be outdoors on your outdoor kitchens, on your outdoor fireplaces, or an accent wall, the outdoors of your house, the outside of your house. It can certainly be indoors, as it is here in our showroom, around a fireplace, or just as an accent. Again, it's called Fossil Splitface. It comes in this format. It's from Earth Coverings. You can find it at stylishfireplaces.ca. You can look under the Shop tab and find Stone Brick Tile. You can look under the Renovate tab and look for the wall coverings.